Hi everyone, it's Marcie Besecker here. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am from Clovis, California. Hello everybody, and welcome to Bingo Night. I'm super excited about it. Let me fix my little blinds here, turn some light off. And you guys know I love Bingo Night, so I'm super excited about it. Hello. Hi Diane, Crystal, Carol, Linda, Trina, Carol, Crystal, Marcia, Pamela, and Trina again. Welcome everybody. We are going to have a really fun night. I love Bingo Night, so I'm super excited about that. I'm trying to skip over my commercials here. Make sure your chat is on live chat, not top chat. We have a lot of new people tonight, so I'm going to explain Bingo a little bit. And then for those of you that might be watching and interested in doing it in the future, you'll get a little bit of an idea of how this works. Oh, Kathy, that's awesome. Hi, Lisa. So, okay, so let's, I'm just going to give it a second while the others get on, because I know we have a lot of new Bingo people tonight. And so what I want to do right now is share June's Bingo Night. So it will be June the 21st. And that June looks crooked to me. It looks sideways. I'm going to have to look at that. But June 21st, it'll be at 5 o'clock. It's on a Tuesday. Again, it's going to go a little past the regular date. I like to do it on the second week-ish. This week I didn't because, you know, we had our achievement winner event last week. So I chose to make it a week later. And June is super busy. We're doing a baby shower for our youngest, and we have my oldest is coming into town, my granddaughter, so I'm super excited. She does want to do a video with me, so we'll do a video when she's here. And I want to make sure captions is on. Can you somebody tell me if they are on? I'm looking and it looks like it's working. When I tried to hook it up, it was kind of really weird. Oh, are you guys having problems hearing me? Is the volume okay? It should be on like super high. I hope you guys can hear me okay, so let me know if you can't. I'm going to look at my microphone. It looks like it's the regular one, so let me know if it's okay. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Angela, Deborah, and Kathy. Welcome. So anyway, my granddaughter's going to be, you guys can hear me okay, and the captions are working. You guys are awesome. Thank you. It is faint. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me switch again. That's weird. I didn't switch it at all, but I don't want it to be faint. Everybody else hears me fine. Okay, you guys might want to turn up your volume because I have mine at full blast. I have my volume at 100 and it's hard to hear. Okay, let me switch it. I didn't switch it, but maybe it will go to a different one, and I don't think it will. Is this one any better? Let me know if this one is better. I didn't switch it, but it may have automatically switched. And the one time I didn't test it was today because I thought, oh, it's the same. I haven't made any changes. So let me know if this volume is okay. Okay, perfect. Great. Okay, louder. So that's good. Yeah, that's the one above me, which is the one I want. So it must have automatically changed. You know, new computers are kind of settling in. Okay, hopefully it's okay now. Yay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so anyway, my granddaughter's coming, my daughter, and so they're going to be here. And of course, my granddaughter wants to know if she could do a video with me. And I said, yes, of course. So look for that in June. So that'll be a lot of fun. And she is 7. She's very crafty. She's super excited. The other thing is my Hues of Happiness class. I will have it available for several things. In person, if you purchase the suite from me, then your class is for free. I will have an online class also, and if you purchase the suite from me, your class is free, but you have to fill out a registration form. So please don't forget to do that. You could go to my blog, and go to shop and then look at what classes are available, and you can go from there. I will be doing a Christmas and July class online also. I just have to figure out the date. So we will be looking for that also. If you are not in the country and you would like the video and PDF only for my Hues of Happiness class, I will be posting that once I do the video, because then I link my PDF and the video link for you in your receipt. So when you pay, you'll get the receipt and your links and everything will be right there for you. So that will be coming. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's just explain bingo to you while people are coming on. So what we do is we're going to create 4 cards, and we are going to play 4 bingo games. So we'll create a card and then bingo, card, bingo, card, bingo, card, bingo. Each bingo prize is $100, and there will be consolation prizes. So how it works is if I call a number, so I have my little tin here, and if I call a number and this is your number, you're going to put a B. Okay, so it's your first number, put a B. And then when I call your second number, okay, so here's your second number. So when I call it, you're going to put BI. So I would make sure your chat is on live chat. Make sure you are signed into YouTube. You need to be signed in to be able to comment. And then have those letters ready to go. So if your next number is getting ready to come up, make sure you type in BIN when I call your number, then hit send right away, and then put BING and wait. Wait for your next number and then hit it, okay? Makes sense? And then when you get to bingo, you want to be the first person to get that in to say bingo, okay? And I look at it, and so I'm constantly looking at it. You guys are a little behind me, and even a little more so now because of closed captions. It gives me a little bit more of a time to wait, so you might see that. And I mean, I'm going to try not to wait too long, but I want to make sure I don't see anybody calling. Okay, so then, yes, Kathy, you can participate in the class, just pay the fee. There's just a small fee. I think it's $35 online, and you'll get the kits and everything. So anyway, so you're going to do your letters and get them in, okay? And then the first person will win the $100 shopping spree in my shop. And then everybody after that, it will be a consolation prize. Okay. Now, Kathy, I'll get your numbers for you in just a second. So the next thing what you want to do is, if you win, you're going to email me, and you can go to this website, or marcie@marciebeseckerdesigns.com is my email. Email me and let me know what you would like to order. So if it's $100, you could go to $150 and create a party. Don't use a host code. I'm putting it in for you anyway. You'll get all the benefits. So you will get your rewards for whatever order over a party amount is for yourself. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If you'd like to just be $100, then that's fine. This is also whatever your price is, I pay $100. So if you don't want to pay shipping and tax and all that, then your price needs to be below, and with shipping and tax, $100. What I do is I put the order in, I'll take a screenshot of what your total is, and I will send it to you. Anything over the $100, you'll PayPal me. Okay, and then that's how I'll put your order in as soon as I receive your PayPal, and your order will be in as soon as I get, the rest of the payment. You're getting an echo. Is anybody else getting an echo? I only have one speaker on. So hopefully, I hope nobody else is getting an echo. Maybe refresh, Diana. I don't know. I did switch microphones, but I'm only on one now, so hopefully it's okay. Okay, so that's kind of how bingo is. Thanks, Mary. And so I wish everybody good luck. Yes, so Kathy wanted her numbers, and your numbers are 11, 18, 15, 4, and 14. And I know immediately I forgot to write some of these numbers down, so let me go look really quick. Perry, your numbers are 5, 12, 20, 23, and 25. Let me go right here and look up. All right, let's see who else. I need mine too. Okay, Perry, did you get yours? I hope you did. Okay, thanks you guys on the volume. You bet. 5, 7, 11, 13, and 20. Okay, does anybody else need their numbers? Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start our first card. Also, another thing about my kits. The kits are ready to go. They're all packaged. I like to mail them after I do bingo to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, Diana. So what we're going to do is, after tonight, I like to make sure everything is in your kit, and I'm going to explain a little bit about a little change I'm doing with the kits. It just makes a lot of sense, and I'll explain that to you as we go. The kits will be mailed probably, I just have to do the labels tomorrow, so they'll probably go out on Thursday. Friday at the very latest, but I think Thursday. They're already in packs and pouches and ready to go and ready to mail. There's a big bin over there. So they'll be ready to go. I think that's about it. So once you get your kits in the mail, you're going to come back to this video, and in the description, you're going to notice that I'm going to put a timestamp. And on the timestamp, it's going to say project number 1, project number 2, project number 3, number 4. So whichever one you want to start with, you're going to click on that time, and it's going to fast forward you to the spot in the video where you are going to create that card that you want to create. Okay, so you can skip all the bingo stuff. Tonight is about relaxing, having a good time, meet some friends, and let's just have a great time. And then you guys can go back and create your projects at your leisure when you have time available and all that good stuff. All right, so let's get started. I'm excited to show you our project. So project number 1, we are going to create, this fun card right here. So we're going to create this card. I'm going to come in just a little bit. If it's too close, let me know, but I think this will be okay. So this is a really cute, fun card. Oops, there's my little cheat sheets. But you'll see as we go what colors we're using. So you're going to get your project that's going to look just like this. Okay, so project number 1, let's open it up. Now, what I've done is we're going to have our inside of our card, which is going to be a white piece and the bottom. Okay, and I like to just do that right away. So let's get that taken care of. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat that I probably need to wipe off because I've been working on it like crazy. And let's take this and our tape. This one's almost done, but I have another one waiting, ready to go. Well, this isn't dry yet. All right. And we're just going to run our tape runner on it and put it on. So I try to have everything I can ready for you for your kit. So you can just put it together. I cannot stamp. I know there's some new people. I cannot stamp for you. But I can die cut and I can punch and things like that. Now that being said, what I used to do is I used to punch out or die cut out images that you may not even have the stamp for, okay? So I've done a lot of research. I've talked to other people that do bingos and even some of my customers and said, you know, do you have every stamp set? Do you buy it? What do you do? Because I do try to put my list out. And most of them said, if I have it, I use it. If not, I come up with something else. Well, here's an example. If you do not have, this is the True Beauty, which is the Wash in Beauty bundle, then you're not going to be able to create those flowers. So for me to die cut these flowers out for you with no ink on them really doesn't make any sense, because you're going to have a white piece of paper and you're not going to have the image on there. So you may pull out your artistically inked stamp set, or you know, even your Hues of Happiness or something else. You're going to, or Happiness Abounds, I think it is. You're going to pull something else out. So I've decided not to die cut because it is a lot of work and you may not even use it, chances are. If you do have the stamp set, you're probably going to stamp them and then die cut them out, because now that you have them stamped, you're going to die cut them out. The other option, if I sent you these die cut out, is you could die cut out a piece of paper to be a template, put the white paper inside of it, and then stamp it. But if you're going to die cut out a template anyway, and you're only making this one card, you might as well stamp it and die cut it. I hope that makes sense to you guys, because I was die cutting all this out, and it's really, a lot of people said, you know, you don't have to send that to me. I don't use it. So it made sense to me to not do that anymore. So I hope that makes sense to you. All right, so here we have our cover, and then I took this, oh gosh, I didn't even pull that out. This came from a beautiful set, and I'm going to grab it just so I can show it to you. And I think I had it for another project. There we go, I did. So it's here, Fancy Frames, and I used this, and then I used this DSP the other side. So you could do it like this if you'd like, or you could do it like this. Okay, so I hope, you know, you can choose whichever side you want. So we're going to choose that, and we're going to set that right over there. I'm going to come back out just a little bit. Okay, so I have my rhinestones. We know we like to always put them right here over by the logo there, because I don't miss them. And there's my bow. I made your bows for you guys. All right, and then you're going to have a piece of paper like this, which is going to be your sentiment right here. Okay, so we have the colors that we're going to use are Pale Papaya, Flirty Flamingo, and Pool Party. So what we're going to do is take our Pool Party, and I'm kind of concerned. I put one piece of paper in for you guys, and I'm realizing to die cut them out, I probably should have given you two. So I may just slip another piece of paper in your envelope, and it won't be in project number 1, but you know what? I'm going to write that down. And this is why I like to do the projects ahead of time before I send them to you, so I know what else I'm going to add. So I'm going to add 1 Whisper white sheet. Okay. I just want you to have enough paper. Not that you don't have any, but you know. All right. So we're going to do 1 large leaf. Okay. And we're going to take the 2 smaller ones while we're on this color. So here's the large one, and then here I did 2 smaller ones. So let's do this, and you don't want to go too close, because don't forget, I pushed too hard there, don't do that. You don't want to not have enough room for your dies. So I'm going to see if we can get it on one piece. Just kind of be strategic about where you're stamping your items at. All right, then we're going to go over to our Flirty Flamingo. And now what you want to do is you want to have a piece of scratch paper. I don't want to lose that either. And we're going to stamp off our larger image. Okay, so just stamp that off. Yeah, I can already tell we're going to need a bigger piece of paper, because we still have 2 of our Pale Papaya images there. And I try to do a little bit of stuff ahead of time, because I want, bingo is a long night, and I kind of don't want it to be. I'm trying to get my sentiment out of here. And there we go. Okay, and now we're going to take our little flower. So we're going to take our little image, and I don't want to stamp that off. I'm just going to make that, and they almost look the same, but I want to make that just a little bit darker. You're welcome, Trina. Okay, so that is everything except our pale papaya, and I think I can get one up there, and then I'm going to need one more little piece of paper for, I just don't want to do them too crowded. So I have pale papaya. I don't need that anymore for now. And I try to do them in the same way just because our die, when you're die cutting. Okay, let's try. We're going to try and put this on here. So there's one, and I have a piece of paper right here. So I will add another piece of paper in there for you. And another one right here. Okay, so we have those. So now you have dies for all of these. So you have your leaf, your large flower, your little flower, and then your pale papaya flower, and that's what we used here. And now here are all of our flowers already die cut. So I will put these in my stamp set and use them at a different time. All right, we're also going to take this and we're going to use our memento. And we're just going to go over right here. I'm going to do it this way because I'm going to cut this little edge off over here. You want to go in just a little bit because if you notice, I angled our sentiment. So just come in a little bit. I try to fix my camera so that my head's not in the way now. You want to go up a little ways because you've got that J. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're up a little bit to give that J some room, and it actually kind of comes out in the middle of your sentiment, of your paper there. All right, so I just angled it this way and angled it this way. That way it kind of goes right along with the J and just kind of does that little angle. And I just thought that looked really nice, so we'll move that over there. Now, if I were to redo these at home and I was going to make several for sure, I would use your double-sided adhesive on here. So that's kind of something I would do. We're not wrapping the bow, so I'm okay. We're going to go ahead and adhere this down and just build our card front up. If I'm going to add a bow or if I dimensional it or anything like that, then I tend to wait. Now it's up to you if you look at your image, if you want it up or down, you know, your little thing. And I'm going to do this one up. I did this one down, but I kind of think it looks like a little bud of a flower with little leaves, petals going down. So let's just do that. So I just kind of hold it in the middle and wiggle it until the top and bottom are about even. And then I look at the top and I go right and left, make sure that looks even. And then I drop this side. I don't push it down until I see that that is even. And I still have a little pull over here because this isn't adhered really well. So now I feel like that's good. And now I just take a little needle nose type glue bottle. It's just easier to use. I get it off of Amazon. Now, I kind of hold it like this so I don't have to worry about it, but I'll just put it down. It's easier to see. I'm going to do a line straight up these leaves. And it doesn't have to be super thick because, you know, this glue, this is the multi-glue, multi-purpose, and it adheres and sticks really well. So even just the smallest bead will hold. Oops, that one I got a little too much. So the other thing is I'm going to go around the outside. I'm doing the inside first just so I can kind of hold on to it where I want to go. And now I'm just going to do little dots. Just little tiny dots. It doesn't have to be all the way around, but I want to make sure it adheres all over. It doesn't catch on anything and pull up. I'm going to put my nail here. Oops, yeah, I'm still in. I forget sometimes I have to look up and make sure I'm in view. All right, so just do some little dots. Make sure you're getting it on there so that it won't lift up or catch on something and pull off, because this is super dainty and you don't want it to, it will rip it. Okay, so I don't even think I have to do the inside, but I think I will do just a tiny line. Doesn't even have to be all the way around because we're going to be putting some flowers up on it, right? Just make sure when you do it that you decide which side you want up and down, and versus your paper, which side up and down. Hi, Tashana, how are you? Thanks, Crystal. All right, so now we're going to pick this up. I'm going to set this aside. We'll wash that up in a second. And then we're going to take this. And just kind of lay it on. I'm going to lay it right about there. Now you can see there's a couple little spots because I decided to move it up a little. I take my, take a pick or your pokey tool or whatever you have, and I just wipe the glue off. There's just a couple little places. Flowers are going to cover this side up, doesn't really matter. But there's a couple little places up here and right here. Okay, so, and now flowers are going to go over that. And this is really where the side that I can see it the most. There. All right. Hi, Dana. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I just have a pile of dimensionals from my cards I just finished today. Whew, it's been a busy week. All right, we're going to, I just put them right in the middle of the flower. I'm going to do one on each side of the leaves because they do hang off a little bit more to the edge, so you can see they're kind of more on the edge. So I'm going to make sure that those are stable and down with 2. If you want to put more under your flower, you can. I don't, because I like to be able to slide. I put my flowers down first and then I slide my leaves in. This is a big one though, so I'm going to do 2 for sure. Okay, we'll just do one out here and one out there. The little one is big enough to hold 1. And everybody is different on their adhesive and how much they like. All right. That's one of the things I learned early on when you do classes as a demonstrator. You always tell people to bring their own adhesive because some people like to do just a little bit and some people like to just fill up the back, which is fine, but that's a lot of adhesive and you don't need that much, but that way people can use however much they want to. All right, and we'll do one more. All right, so there is all of our images here. I want to put a little bit down here, but it's going to be covered up. So what I do is I just try to take a piece that's like from something like this, and I'm going to use this side. You can tell I've been cutting. This is a little bit of adhesive on here, and I'm just going to do a little strip. I like doing this side because you can tell, oh, I got a really glare on there. There you go. That it's a thicker piece and it doesn't curl up, and I like it thick enough to where I can add it on the bottom on the stem. All right. I would really appreciate a thumbs up, you guys, a share. I really appreciate that. It does help my channel a lot. Okay, so what I do is I take my flower and I'm going to kind of just lay it there, kind of get an idea where I want my stuff at. This is a big leaf. I'm going to kind of put that at the bottom, I think, and put that there. I want to make sure that my pretty gems are going to show. So I want the center of the flower to show. I don't want my leaves hanging off the edge, so we're going to slide that in a little bit. And I'm going to move that probably there. Okay, so that's all I need right now because I just kind of want to get an idea where my big leaf is going to go. So I'm thinking the center is going to go right about there. So I'm good taking this off. And this center part right here is going to go about right there. So put that down. And now let's start putting our things on. All right, so we're going to put this right here. And it's as high or low as you want right here. I'm going to go a little lower. Okay, and then we're going to take this one. And we only have one right there, so we can kind of tuck it in, slide it in. I like these leaves because they've got a little more character. So I'm going to go and put those right about there. I haven't pushed it down yet because I want to make sure my leaf gets in here. But I want to show my leaf up. So I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. You don't want to push stuff down too hard because you want to be able to move it around however you want. The thing you need to be super careful about is this frame. You know, it's not all the way glued down. So you want to make sure that you have enough space to put your images under. There we go, it was getting stuck there. Okay, and I like that pretty little corner up there. So even though you lightly put it down, that back frame in the back is really delicate, so you want to be careful. Now you only have one dimensional right there, so this is good. Okay, so just you're kind of working it now however you want. We're going to take this other flower, and again I want the pretty stuff right there just to kind of give it a good, I think right there is good. All right, you want to give it a good, I like to see this side up here, and you're going to see this set up a little bit. We're going to add dimensionals any place we think we need more, but for now this is enough to hold it in place. And then you can get your leaves in there where you want them. I want the leaves to show, but I want them to kind of be under the flower a little. There we go. All right, so see how this is sticking up? We're going to take care of that. Now we're going to take this one and we're going to tuck it in. I'm going to have this one tuck in under the leaf, but on kind of, see how I'm kind of tucking it underneath the leaf and the flower right there, so that can just kind of poke out. All right, now we're going to take a dimensional, because this is poking up right here and we don't want that, but it's all settled now, so we know that's where we want it to go. And now just kind of like up here you might want one, so now you can kind of anchor everything down. I like to just do the one, especially if I'm collaging things, just so I make sure everything has space. Okay, so now it's all on there, everything's good. All right, so now we can add our sentiment, which is right here. We're going to do that last. Let's do our bow. So fluff your bow up. This is really a bad bow to show you, but in the front you're going to see a smooth part, and then in the back you're going to see like the little tied knot part. Plus you're going to see that your ties are in the back, and here you can see they're not in the front. Okay, so here's like your ribbon right here is in the front. So that's how you can tell what the front is. It's been smushed in an envelope, so you can just kind of fluff it up, although it's probably going back in an envelope. That's okay. So get your dimensionals. Oh, I always forget they're on this side. And add it on here. This is such a light ribbon, I really don't feel the need to do two all the time, so we're just going to do one. And I want it to go right on the flower right here. So just right on the stem. Pull the tails a ways a little bit just so you can see your flower. You can tuck it under if you want, whatever works for you. Now we're going to do our sentiment. And now you can put it wherever you want it. I kind of wanted to put it like right here, and I don't mind if the corner goes under the flower or not, but I'm going to put it just on top because we're still going to see the stones and everything right there, but I want it kind of straight. You can pull it out a little bit. I pulled it out a little bit just because it still looks clustered with the ribbon and everything, and I want to see what it says, but obviously we can see what it says. It doesn't have to be clear as day. I like it to be collaged in there. Then I have the iridescent rhinestones. I have 2 of the medium ones. I'm going to put those on the pale papaya flowers. Okay, and then I have 3 of the small, and we're just going to put those on the larger one, on the flirty flamingo flower. Okay, so there we go. There's our first card. Isn't that pretty? So if you don't have this stamp set, you can always pull out any flowers that you have, and that was my whole kind of thought on this. This paper came from I listed all the supplies, but this came from the Design a Daydream host paper. When I went through it, when we first got it, these 2 papers I thought were so pretty, and I wanted to create a card with them, and I just thought this was just a really pretty simple card. It's a just because. You can make it a birthday card. You can really dress it up. You could add flirty flamingo or pale papaya. Cut this down a little bit, add another layer back here. There's all kinds of things that you could do with it. So there is card number 1. Thanks, you guys. Nope, this is our first card, Nancy. So no worries. Okay, so there we go. Our first card is done. So we'll set that aside. And as project number 1, okay, let me just clean this up, move it out of my way, and hope that things don't go flying. And let's play some bingo. All right. Is everybody ready? I know a lot of people weren't able to make it to watch the video tonight for bingo that participated, but I still appreciate you taking the class. Thank you, Terry. All right. Everybody has their numbers. Everybody's ready? Tashana, I'm doing a baby shower, and it's a bumblebee theme. I'm going to have to show you the favor. It's too cute. He is in bees, the bee business. All right. Oh, Angela, is it your birthday today? Happy birthday. What was that stamp set called? Oh, this one is a, let me show you. This one is, I'm so happy I can open the book. It's a Wash and Beauty, I believe, is the suite. The stamp set is called True Beauty, and the dies are Organic Beauty. And it is right, this one. So a Wash and Beauty, it's beautiful. The paper is so pretty. And then they have some pearl, iridescent pearl, and those are absolutely gorgeous. The pearls are iridescent. They're so pretty. So yeah, beautiful set. And then there's even a die in here that is in the back here. Look at that, the lattice. It's so pretty. This is a beautiful set. And it is a distinctive, it's, you know, a wash. They're just kind of washed out flowers, as you can tell on here. So they're just kind of it's really white light right here. So just really pretty. All right, so there we go. Yep, we're on the Outer Banks since Friday. Oh, nice. Well, good luck to you. And good luck to everybody, and let's get going. Thanks, you guys. Number 13. My daughter's birthday this month was Friday the 13th. Oops, but you can't see it, so let me move it down. Let me move it over right here. There we go. All right. I'm hoping that I fixed all of my computer issues. If for whatever reason we get knocked off, go back to my YouTube page and you will see another live pop up. But we're hardwired now. Everything should be good, so hopefully that's not the case. Ooh, lots of bees. All right, next, number 9. Number 9. Both of my kids had birthdays this month, and my daughter-in-law. 21. It's a busy month for us between Mother's Day and birthdays. Oh, and I know last video, you guys, I said I would be here Wednesday. I will not be here tomorrow. 5. We are getting ready to go on a trip. I want to get all of your guys' bingo stuff out. 14. BI for Diane. And 27. Okay, I'm going to wait because I can tell on the monitor I'm way behind. I mean, I'm way ahead. I have to get used to that closed caption. It does give me a little bit of a delay, not you guys, but me. BIN, Diane, you have some crazy luck. Okay, now I'm going to hold a bit. I just saw my last number go down. That's the delay you guys see, or you guys don't see, but what I see. I just want to make sure everybody's kind of caught up. All right, the next number is 17. And being that we are 2 numbers off, I'm going to put 2 down and then wait, because BIN is the biggest one so far. The next one is 19. All right, Eileen has a BIN, Seal has a BIN, and Diane. All right, the next one is 16. 16. Again, my next bingo, for those of you that came on late, will be June the 21st. And normally I try to stop the bingo at a certain day, and then I make extra kits, just kind of gauging on what I may have available for the next week while I'm creating them. So I make extra. Number 11. And so by the date that I say, you know, to guarantee yourself a kit, even if you can't pay until later, by that day, get on the list, because I will remind you that payments due by whatever day to guarantee your kit. But I also usually make extra. This month they sold out. So next month they may not, and there might still be kits available. But I just never know, so it's easier to, you know, get on the list. Kathy, Yvette, Trina, ooh, Lisa, all have been. Debbie has been, and Diana has been. 23 is next. And yes, I've been asked about if you can play if you're a demonstrator. Of course you can. It's funny because so many people say, how do I support you? I'm a hobbyist. I buy for myself, but you know, I enjoy your stuff, whatever. You can definitely join any of my classes or my bingos or anything like that. That all helps. Eileen has a B-I-N-G. All right, next number 2. Number 2. It's interesting doing the closed captions. There is a bit of a delay, so if I answer your guys' questions a little late, that's why. But I'd really like to help those that need the closed captions. So I hope you guys will bear with me on that. We'll get it timed right and figured out. Olivia, B-I-N-G. Okay. Linda, B-I-N. All right, next number is 24. 24. Stir them up a little bit. I know these are last year's end colors. I need to make new ones, but I've got my classes to prep for, so that's not going to be right away. That's okay. All right, so next number is 22. Okay. Lots of BIs, BIN, BINs, BINGs. I think we've got 4 or so. And the next number, 28. Now, obviously, it's the first person that says bingo. So even if you bingo back here and you are the first one that says bingo, that's fine. With the lapse between the YouTube and everything, there's no way I can make you call bingo on that number. So it's okay. Olivia has bingo. All right, let's see. Olivia has bingo. If anybody else has it, let me know. Olivia. 2, 19, 27, 28, and 11. Congratulations, Olivia. That was a good bingo. Yay! All right, let me write that down. Bingo number 1. Is there anybody else that got a bingo? Congratulations, Olivia. I don't see any other ones. No numbers. You don't have your numbers, Mary? Oh, I didn't call any of your numbers. I'm sorry. Maybe next one will be for you. So let's put these all in. Now, Olivia cannot win another bingo. You can only win one time. Oops. Let's make sure we get them all. All right, we got them all. Congratulations, Olivia. Yay. All right, card number 2. I'm going to move these someplace safe. All right, card number 2 is one I think most of you have seen already. This was my sneak peek card. And funny story, I showed this as a sneak peek, right, to everybody, and then I saw somebody make it. So I don't know that I'm going to give a full sneak peek in the future because I really want it to be, you know, just for you guys at first anyway. I do not mind people casing my cards, but I want, you know, I made it for you guys for this to be your first, you know, your bingo, and Somebody else cased it, which, you know, that's fine. But I want it to be for you guys. So you guys might have seen it around, but I created this months ago. So this is for you guys. It's such a cute set. Now, that being said, a lot of this is stamping. So if you do not have the bird, we're going to have to adjust this. And, you know, here's a branch. You can put another tree. You could stamp a tree here in the corner. You could put a butterfly up there. You could do, you know, some other things with this card to make it kind of a fun, whimsical card. So let's do this. Now, again, I did not punch out the bird because if you don't have the stamp set, there's really no reason. And if you have it, you might as well just use the punch. So project number 2, here we go. So we have our little flowers here. We're going to set aside. And we're going to kind of start down with our card base. So here it is. Make sure you have it facing the right way. I did add a panel in the back and a strip in the front. Okay, so let's add our strip. And you can do what you want. If you want to move it to the side or have it at the bottom, whatever you want. So let's go ahead and add our tape runner on here. And we're just going to add this on the bottom. Oops. All right, I got to make sure it's right to the corner. I'm a stickler about that. For example, if this did not go to the corner like this one did, because I just pushed it, I will bring in a trimmer, because if it's a tiny bit off, I'm okay with that. I don't want to see the white if I can help it. So I will do a tiny, tiny bit, and I will make it to where there's no white showing right there. And then on this side, of course, I'm just going to flip it over and use scissors. Okay. And then that is fine like that. All right. So we'll just move that over. And now we're going to adhere this over here. I just kind of eyeball it. All right. And we're going to do this. Now, if you follow me, you know the reason I like to do this is because I don't want to accidentally pick up my white and punch on it or stamp it out or anything like that. So I like to do my inside of my card, have it all done and ready to go. And now I can just set this aside. Okay. Now we're going to have these two, so we can go ahead and adhere these. There's nothing being wrapped around it. I like to start on the top. This is, okay, so there's two kinds of pieces of paper you're going to get. I just happen to get one of each. This paper is from the In Color, the new In Color paper, okay? So if you sign up, preferably on my team, you will get a package of the new In Color paper along with In Color cardstock, In Color ink, and grid sheets that have the new pretty In Colors on them. So that is free to anybody that signs up, and you've got 6 days, I think, left. You've the rest of this month. This paper came from the tea set, but when I created these cards, I didn't have enough of this paper, but I thought that was so pretty too that I decided to go ahead and use this also. So most of you will get this, and there's a few that will get this, but I just loved it either way. So I was happy that they had some polka dots in there because it was just too pretty to have the polka dots. And this one kind of looks like it's got a little bit of clouds in it. It's really pretty. All right, so we're just going to add that in there. All right, so that's our back piece, and we'll set that aside. Now, if you look at this, we are going to do our, oh, and you're going to get an extra white piece of paper. I know I had it here somewhere, it's right here. You'll get an extra white piece of paper. And so let's start with this piece, and we're going to do our, let me pull in, I like to pull in my little tablets here, my little grid sheets, because I just like these a lot. And we're going to bring in our stamps here. So the first thing, if I were to do this, and I was doing a lot of these, I would take my punch and create a template. And then I would use my Stamparatus, and I would continue doing multiple of these, okay? But instead, we're just doing one, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. But we're going to start out with our musical notes, because even if the bird covers them up a little bit, they're right about at their mouth, his mouth, and continuing on. So I have all of these dies over here on blocks already. I'm going to move them in front of me up here with my ink colors. Okay, so let's start here, and we're going to do our black. All of this right here, you want to move up together. So we've got your clouds, your leaves, everything. We'll just put that up there for right now. Oh, and you know what? I said start out at the top, and I meant that you should have adhered this first. And I did not do that because, and this one just happens to be okay, but if it's a little bit over, you have room to snip it even with your top layer and not your back layer. Luckily, it looks like this is going to fit okay, so I'm just going to do that really quickly. I want to add this on now because that's how I like to put it all together. All right. And I like to just kind of do this, make sure that any glue that went over is going to be on the back side. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. So now we can just set that aside. All right, so now we're back to our music notes. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up a second. Let's do our bird first, because I want to kind of see where the bird's going to go. I mean, even if the music notes go under the bird, like you can just kind of tell they're starting right there and it's under, I want to see the shape of our bird. So let's just start with our bird. All right, so we are going to take Gorgeous Grape, or excuse me, Highland Heather. And honestly, I do not remember if I did it first generation or second stamping, so we're just gonna try it out. And I think it was first because that's super light and I didn't want it that light. So I'm looking at the punch. The bird's pretty much like that. So I'm just gonna put this at the bottom. I wanna make sure it's all the way. Okay, so there's our bird. It's so cute. If you guys don't have this set, I really recommend it. It's just so cute. All right, there's our bird. And then I took Coastal Cabana. Hi, Marie. So I took Coastal Cabana for his belly. Now remember, in the stamp set, you're gonna get 2 different birds. So this is a littler bird facing to the left, and this is the bigger bird facing to the right. So this would even be really cute if you had the little bird just like right below, right there, looking up at Mama. All right, we are not going to do this with the Stamparatus. We're just going to stamp the belly. And I think I did, yep, first generation stamping. Hopefully my head doesn't get in the way. And we're just going to go right down and hope that I get it right. Luckily, they're polymer. Woohoo! All right. So there's our bird. And now we need to do his little eyes. Oh, let's not forget his little wing. We need to go back to our Highland Heather. And so this is the little wing right here. So I'm just going to look up here and it's up high. I know it's not going to match, so I'm just going to do that over here. but I'm going to do it to the point goes this way because this is how the little wing is right there. I just did the tummy right on. Now you could just do all your dies and do this purple, this blue, you know, whatever you want, and layer it up. It does not look the same to me. I like it stamped. And so we're going to just do this over here. Do our little wing. And now we're going to do our eyes. Oh, good, Diane. It's just so stinking cute. All right. And then I did it so long ago. Now I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Did I stamp off? Did I not? I tried to write myself notes, but then I think it got attached to something and walked away. So that's okay. All right, so I'm going to turn my bird to where his little tail's up, his belly's down, but his beak is out a little bit. So I can kind of see where the eyes are going to go. And you want the eyes to slant just a little bit. Okay, so you want it kind of like that. Now, I did not give you any of the sweet sorbet paper because you could color the beak in, and if you don't have the set, you can't cut it. And so, and I thought, well, you could always color it in, but I wanted to show you if you have the little sweet sorbet, you could do a little beak. So either take your marker and color it in, or you can use sweet sorbet is what I used. All right, so we're just going to go right about there. Just kind of get your little bird. Look at the tail. Okay, I'm going to try and angle it how I want it. All right. I like to try to get equal white around as much as I can. Okay, so there is our bird. And now here is our little wing. And see how much paper it's doing? I should have done the wing on the end because it really doesn't matter. We're just going to be throwing all this stuff away. So there's our little wing. All right, so I just used glue on the wing. Oh, let's get the beak. We'll do this beak. I got my nails done, and the lady just clipped my cuticles like crazy today. I was like, whoa. And she was like, oh, goodness. And I'm like, ah. She's wonderful at doing nails, but she tends to clip my cuticles a lot. All right, so you're going to take your little beak. Like I said, you can either color it in. I thought the sweet sorbet was a pretty color. And then I'm going to use this. I've already put glue on it, so you could pick it up first, but we're going to lay it down. Heck, let's see. Let's turn it over. Pick it up. And we're going to put our little beak right there. Okay, so there's the little beak. And then we're going to take our little wing and attach it. I just did it on the front, on the circle part here. You don't need it on the whole thing. And then I want the little wing to kind of go towards I think it needs to go down farther. There, I moved it down. So I want to get my glue off. There we go. Okay, so there's our little bird. We'll put him aside. Or her, I guess. She's got little pink lips. All right, so now actually we're going to bring our piece back in. And here's a thing here. All right, so let's just put our bird. Oh, we got to do our, oh, you know what I didn't do is the branch. We need to take our branch and our leaves. Here's our leaves. And let me get my branch. Okay, I like to lay it down and then pick it up with my block like that. Now the branch is going to be, it kind of looks like it should go this way, like the little branch down and a larger branch up, but I wanted the bird going this way, so I'm going to do it the opposite way. And I've got to find my ink color because it is in another bucket here. So, oh goodness. I'm going to use soft suede as the branch. I like the soft suede because it's brown, but it's not super dark like early espresso, and it's not light like crumb cake. So let's do our branch. Always make sure that it's off of your paper because you don't want it to be not attached to anything, right? So make sure you go off of the paper, but you also want to make sure you have room for your leaves. So I'm going to go off right here, and I'm going to go about right there. You don't want to go too far up because you need to get your bird on there, but he can poke out, and that's fine. So there's that. You can stamp off if you want first. It depends on whatever you want. It will lighten up. Okay, and now for our leaves. I used Pear Pizzazz, I believe. I'm hoping. Let's see. What did we use? I don't know. I don't think I used the parakeet one, but let's try it. It might actually add some fun color to it because I don't remember what color that was, but because everything else is parakeet, why not? Oh, I did see somebody do Angry Birds. I didn't see who did it, but I did see a picture from somebody, and it was adorable. Might have been you, Kathy, and I don't remember where I saw it though. All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, this is nice and bright. Let's do this one. I think this was Pear Pizzazz, but I think I had more ink on it. All right, so the one thing I did is I'm going to pull this out. And I'm going to line it up on the branch and right off the branch. So just kind of like this. You're going to lay the flowers on there anyway. And then, oops, and then you know what I did is I took the 3 leaves off and I just did the 2. So to do that, take your image and just do your 2 leaves like this. And I wanted them on the end of the branch. Okay, and then I wanted them, you could take a Post-it note and you could put it on top of here. Okay, so that you're just getting those 2 for sure. Let me clean this really quick first, just to make sure there's nothing on it. All right, now take your Post-it note and go over like that. Okay, and now you're gonna just stamp your, well, it's easier when it sticks, but it was just wet. You're gonna stamp your image like that, and then throw this away. Now you know you didn't get any over there. And I wanted to add just a couple right there. Okay, so now there's your little leaves. All right, and this was the Parakeet Party. Well, that's a fun color. All right. Okay, I can hear my dog. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of put them up there. We're gonna get the little legs, and I decided to use the Sweet Sorbet for the legs. And we're just gonna put the bird right about there. Okay, so we're just going to put the little feet on there. All right, now we're ready to do our music notes. All right, so if our bird is going to be here, I want the music notes to start here. So I went down and then up and then down. So it just looks like the music's coming out, right? Okay, so there is that. Now you're going to have this little teeny tiny piece of paper right here, and this is where we're going to put our sentiment. And the sentiment is a little note of thanks. Now this is a small paper. I don't know why I didn't just give you a bigger paper to cut down, but it will fit. It's just going to be pretty much perfectly put on there. Okay, so there you go. Little note of thanks. I think on the last card I gave you a much longer piece, so you can kind of play with that. All right, so there's that, and then we're going to take our glimmer paper and we're going to glue this on. So this should be dry already. Pick it up. Oh, Kylie, maybe that's who I saw. Now, I think it was in the demonstrator planning page, or maybe it was the leaders. I don't remember. All right, so we're going to put this right here. Look how cute. Add our little bit of sparkle. All right, and we'll move it up just a little. Gives you, with liquid glue, you have just a little bit of time to kind of move it around. So there we go. All right, now let's bring this back in. And we're going to add our clouds. So we have a cloud up here, and we're going to do clouds here. And this again is the In Color Glimmer paper. So I'm just going to do it straight down right onto, because we're lifting everything else. So we're just going to go right onto here. All right. And then this one, we're going to go ahead and add this on. And so let's put our dimensionals on this first before we do this cloud. All right. So we're just going to center this. Now, you know what? We should do something else really quick. Let's go ahead and add our bird to this card, because we need to make sure that this is going to reach and stay within our card, right? I'm going to put a little one on the tail, and then two larger ones. Okay, so here again, we're making a scene. I love making scenes. Okay, I already took these dimensionals off, so don't forget, bring your silicone mat back in. That's what it's for. We're going to do this. So our bird is right here. Now remember, we have a dimensional right here, and that's okay because it's going to adhere on top of our leaves. Okay, but now we're going to take this piece and let's bring this down. You know what? We're doing the rest on the card. We want to make sure we stay on the card. So let's go ahead and adhere this to the front of our card. Did you guys watch American Idol? I think I asked you guys if you watched it before. What did you think of the end? If you do. All right, so let's put this. Now, there's more that you could have done. Like I could have done around the white on the outside, do some more tree branches or music notes, or emboss something. You could, I mean, there's so many things that you can do and change it up. But I thought this was perfect like it was. So we're going to just add this right in the middle, right about there. Now we're going to slide our cloud in here, okay? So we're going to put our glue. And we're going to slide in here and just add your cloud right there. All right, so there's that. And now I punched out, this is the bows. Let me just verify that. Yes. So this was the bow punch, this one here, and I just used this one here. So this is the one we did, and you don't need all of them, okay? So you're going to have 2 of these, but you want 3 leaves. So what you're going to do is you are going to take your scissors and you're going to come right here where this is, you're going to leave 3 leaves on the bottom and 3 on the top. But you want to angle this to go downward, okay, so that it looks like a branch, okay? So that one is going to come off the top up here. So we're going to put little dimensionals on everything. This one, the same thing. We're going to do one on our printed paper. Again, this is the in color paper. So if you join, you get this for free, all of the DSP, the in color DSP. So slide that one down. Oops, I need another little sliver I can see. Now I'm going to turn it over because I can do it this way better. I just want to take that piece so it looks like a branch. Okay. And so you can do it as much as you want. So I have 3. And then I'm going to do this one. I'm going to turn it this way so I can do it from the back and make a nice curved cut. All right, so there we have 4 of the green and then 2 of the other. So now it's just layering it up how you want it. So let's put our dimensionals on. We just need our little ones. And I'm not too concerned about the stems because I have some little half ones right here because we're going to be layering things up. And so they're going to stick underneath. So don't worry about that. But you definitely want to make sure you get on all of your leaves. Make sure they don't stick out. You want to make sure that they fit. I'm going to do this one. It's kind of bigger. And put that here. It's a half a one. All right, and then this, you've got the stripes on one side and flowers on the other. It's a little hard to tell, but I want the flowers to show. And so, again, we're going to do this one, and then let's add this half a one right here. All right. I want to make sure they're all layered up, and some of them may, you might need extra, like on this one right here. I don't even think I put any right there, but I probably should have. But these are already layered up, so if they layer on top of each other is kind of what I want. All right, so this one, I'm going to go here, and I think I'll just go for a half over here. So some of them, you might end up with 2. Layering them up because they're coming off of this that's already layered up. So it's just, you can do that after the fact. It just depends on, however you want to do it. So I'm going to need some more right here. I like to cut these in half and then I do a small side and a larger side. That way they can fit. Okay. And you can choose if you need a larger one or a smaller one. Okay, so now let's just layer them up and put them in there. So I'm going to go with this one here. And I have I'm just going to take these off over my trash so I don't have them all over. And I'm just going to layer this up, kind of stick it under. Remember that you've got dimensionals on your bird. So if that's the case, no one's going to know. Just take this whole stem off. And then just tuck that in there where you want it. Get your little wings, your little leaves up there, wherever you want, and put them down. Okay, now I'm going to take a little one because I want the pointy one. Let me show you. Right here, I want to show the glitter. I think Dana might be a little bit behind. Dana, make sure you're on live chat and then make sure your bar is pulled all the way forward so you're current. All right, and then we're just going to go in and add this little guy here. So see, they're still laying down just fine. And then I'm going to do this. So you can just layer them up, put them in there wherever they fit. I'm going to lift his little tail up because the tail has a dimensional. And I'm just going to put that in there. Let's see it. We have these two are glitter still, so let's do that. And I'm just going to lift this up and layer it up. And I'm going behind this label because I want it to really just kind of look like there's a tree back there. All right, and then we're gonna, let's do this one. A little more of a print, just kind of mix it up. And I want this one to come, oops, to come downward and kind of over. Okay, so there we go. And then I want to really fluff this up right here because that looks a little bit flat. And so I'm just going to add some more glitter, but I want to see this other. So I'm going to lift this one up and be careful because it is DSP. And I'm just going to slide this one in to just kind of play along with that one. So see? So now you've got all those on there. You're going to take your dimensionals. This one I can tell you you're going to need two squares on one end. So we're going to add a dimensional on one end. We're going to add a dimensional, and I like to put the flat side towards the outside just so it's nice and clean looking. We're going to take those off and add one more to the outside because that's for sure going to be up higher. Okay, so see how I did that? I did two on one side and one on the other side because this is raised already. So I'm going to just put that right about there. Okay, so there's our little note. Let's take our dimensionals. So here's our pink flower. I thought this was so cute. And then let's get our peach. So you get one of each color. I had to order more. Oh my gosh, I thought I had a bunch of them, but I think I gave them out at a bingo not long ago or a class or something. And yeah. Now the item that you guys are going to get as your gift this time is not being used, but it's a new item. And I just wanted to share it with you because once I saw it in person, I was way more impressed than I thought I would be. And so I decided to order those for you guys. So I'm excited to see if you guys like them. All right, now don't forget you have your little rhinestones. Now with the rhinestones, because these flowers are so deep in the middle, I like to add a little bit of glue. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, kind of fill up the hole, but you know, not a whole lot. But then I like to add the rhinestones on top. So I'm going to put, and I should have done it with this. Okay. All right, so I like to put them on with this, and then I just kind of hold it with that. So I take a pick tool, and I have two actually because I have the brush and the stylus scorer on the other end, and then I use this little spatula a lot. So that's how I do mine instead of switching things out all the time. But I've been using a pokey tool since I can remember, so I will always use a pokey tool. But it does come with one on here. All right, so there's 3 flowers. And I think the glue just helps it, that little extra to hold on there. Okay. And then I'm just going to add one like right here. And then I'm going to add one up here, like inside the little tree right there, just so you can kind of see your little rhinestones. These are the iridescent ones, and they're so pretty. I love them. So there is your little bird card. And like I said, you can color it in. I have the sweet sorbet feet and the lips, the little beak to match. So whatever you choose on your coloring, just, you know, you could do the feet the same. So you could do a yellow or a blue bird or whatever. If you do not have this set, number 1, get it. Number 2, there's a link below. I'd love for you guys to buy it from me. Number 2, if you don't, put butterflies. If you don't have a branch like that, put a tree on there from one of, you know, we have tons of tree sets and have had tree sets. Put something like that. Add some butterflies. Just do a big tree and add these flowers on there. If you have more, add some more. That would be gorgeous. So there's just so many things you can do with it, but it's such a fun card. And again, you guys know I like to make scenes. And I know that like some people will say, but the branch is so close to the ground, because this is kind of imaging grass and this is imaging the sky. But this is the tree and this is a tree. It's like kind of like it's 3D at you, like you can see the bird in the tree. I thought it was super cute, so I hope you guys like it. So cute, cute, tweet, tweet. Okay, cute, cute. There's my bird card. That's project number 2. Now, who is ready to win some bingo? Who? All right, let me move all this out of the way. I'm keeping ink pads because some of these ink pads are going to go with other projects. So you'll hear me over here rustling through the ink pads. So let me just move some stuff out of the way and start some bingo. Are you guys ready? Hold on one sec. I gotta text my husband really quickly. Because I forgot to bring something in here for project 4. Okay. Hopefully he'll know what I'm talking about. Okay. That's for our 3D project. I forgot to grab something, of course. All right, are we ready? Everybody's ready. Yay. Okay. First number, 27. This is bingo number 2. 27. 21. I'm glad you guys like the card. 28. Got some bees already. Olivia's playing for fun. Number 13. And number 11. Now I'm going to wait just a bit. Let you guys get caught up. All right. We have BIs already from Pamela and Olivia, Carol, and Terry. Number 2. Have you ever poked yourself in the lip with your pokey tool? I did that yesterday. It was not fun. I do not recommend it. I also cut my thumb on my scissors. That's fun. I was cleaning them. Make sure you pay attention when you're cleaning them. Olivia, BIN already? I gotta shake these up some more apparently. All right, here we go. Number 4. Yeah, our scissors are sharp, just so you know. Wow, Olivia, I even stirred these double time. Number 1. Yay, Kathy and Marie are on board. Crystal, Linda, Nancy Lee, Debbie. All right, guys, here we go. Don't worry about Olivia. She's playing for fun. Next one, number 9. I even took them out and mixed them all up, Olivia. All right, Diane's got to be. All right, here we go. 15. Ooh, Carol's got a BING. Eileen's on BI, Jewel. Number 8. Number 14. Carol has bingo. Good job, Carol. So on number 8, and I know I put 14 down, but that was after Carol because of the time difference here. So let's just double check on Carol's. Carol. All right, 4, 8, 9, 11, and 28. Carol, congratulations. Good bingo. Diane, when you register with me to play bingo, then you will give me 5 numbers, 1 through 30, and those are your numbers. And then the cards I'm creating tonight, the kits will be mailed to you after bingo. So everybody will, their kits will go out this week. And then they can come back and create their cards as their time permits. We just have fun tonight and relax and have fun. Okay, Carol, number 2 winner. Congratulations. Woo, woo, woo. And Diane, if you have any other questions, just let me know. You can always message me too. Congratulations. That's the only one I see. Yay. Okay. I'm mixing them up. Mixing them up again. Half in, half in, half in. Remember, I threw the other ones all over the place. Okay. Putting these aside. Card number 3, are you guys ready? Oh, you're welcome, Diane. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. Okay, card number 3. Let me pull my pile over. So here's our masculine card. It's got a little bit of technique to it. Woo woo. It's a lot of fun. And there's my little cheat sheets there. So Here's your kit. Let me pull out my stuff I'm going to use. The colors on this one are Pacific Point, Crumb Cake, Soft Suede, and Daffodil Delight. So those are the colors we're going to use this time. Am I freezing for anybody else? Make sure again you guys are on live chat. Hopefully I'm not freezing. I'm watching live on one screen, so I don't see it freezing. Maybe refresh, Kathy. Hopefully that'll help. All right, so here is our third card, a nice masculine card. Father's Day is coming. You can always change up your sentiment and choose something else. So we're going to bring out all of our little pieces for number 3. Let's set everything aside on the top and let's go to the inside. So you're going to see right here what we did. Let me just take these are my colors and stuff. What we're going to do is just add some soft suede. We're going to add some rocks. And so here they are right here. We're going to take this piece first. Okay, guys, thank you. And here's our white piece that we're going to put in. Of course, this is 4 by 5 1/4. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And take this, and we're just going to add some rocks here in the corner, just kind of like you're on the beach. That's all you need. We're just kind of decorating it up. You could add more in there. This is the stamp set we're going to be using. I love this lighthouse set. So we're not stamping anything but these, a little bit in the background and the sentiment, but we're doing our lighthouse out of the dies. And here's the dies. It is a bundle. It should be linked below, but this is a very big lighthouse. So if you look at the size of your card, so we'll glue that in a second. Here's the front of your card. If you use the dies for the lighthouse, look how big it is. But there's also this one that cuts this out, and then you can stamp it and do one. But I thought it would be fun to create this with the big lighthouses being our main item there, and then having our water and our rock and sky in the background. And you notice you don't have to go all the way to the side. You don't have to fill the whole sky. It's just kind of gives you the image. And it even has the rocks dies. It has a bunch of different dies that you can use and a bunch of different images. So the other thing we're going to be using is Rays of Light. And I just kind of wanted to add a little border around the outside. And you're going to also notice that I did some shiplap kind of technique here in the background. So we're going to stamp first. Let's go ahead and glue our inside first. And then I have some tips for you. All right, let's get this on. We already stamped our rocks there. So again, I like to just hold it right in the middle, drop that, and then it should be pretty good centered. All right. Done. And here we go. All right, here we go. And let's put this in here. Thanks, you guys, about the freezing. I was hoping not. I'm hardwired now. Everything's... Actually, I think we did not plug in our Ethernet. Our guy's supposed to come and install it, but it was running down the hallway, and I think we just forgot to plug it back in tonight. But we didn't have a problem last couple times. We should be fine. Okay, so let's do our lighthouse. So what we're going to do is the first thing is I'm going to take my white and my red. I'm going to do this now so we don't lose all our little pieces. So we're going to take this and we're going to run, I'm just going to do a little bit across there just so I have it. And here, just do a little bit. I want to make sure it's nice and on there. So I am going to put a little bit of glue down the whole edge just to make sure. And you don't need that much. The glue in the middle here is what's going to really hold it together. The outside just kind of helps a little bit. I do want to make sure I get some on the tip up there, so you can put it on there and then just kind of wipe it off lightly. I put a little bit in the middle there. And so I just do it really lightly. And now I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to start at the point. And then you can kind of see these points along the way and how you want to make sure that they're on there. And then I'm going to pull it down just a little bit because I had a bit of white on the bottom. And so I just slid it down a little bit, and now that's perfect. All right, so there's our lighthouse. The next thing I'm going to do is take the black, and we're going to add that. Oh, hi Patricia, welcome. How long does the glue take to dry? Not long at all, Lisa. It's pretty darn quick. So the good thing about liquid glue is it does give you a little bit of wiggle room to, you know, once you put it down, you have a little bit of time to adjust it where you want it, and then it's stuck. So you don't really want to set it down, grab something, and come back to it because it'll be dry. All right, so now, same thing. I'm going to turn this just because it's easier for me to see without sticking my head in the way. And we're just going to lay the black down. And there we go. All right, so there is the black layer. And now we're going to take the silver, and this is just like your, like you can walk out of the lighthouse, and this is just like your little fence to hold you up there. So what I did is I put glue on here, because if you put it on here, it's going to show through, number one, because you want the black to show through. Okay, if you had it like this, it's going to be, you know, over to the side. So you want it like this, and it's too hard to gauge, like, okay, I want glue here and here. So that's going to be too hard to do. You could put glue across the bottom. So I'll show you what I do. I put glue across the bottom. And what I like about this glue is now it's starting to dry, and so it's going to be a little more tacky. And then I'm going to go on here, and I'm going to do across the top. And yes, not all of it is going to stick to something, so you don't want to put a bunch on there, but it will stick enough. You are correct, Patricia. Once it's stuck, it's stuck. Well, that's what I like about it. How many times do you get cards from people that use other product, and by the time it gets to you in the mail, the whole front falls off? I have had that happen, and I know it's not Stampin' Up, and the whole front layer of the card is already off by the time I get it. So that's, I love the seal. I love the multi-glue. I love the multi-glue. All right, so I'm just going to take off any extra that I have. So there we go. We can set that aside for right now. All right, now you're going to get a banner like this. So let's just do our sentiment. We're going to pull in this again. And So Much Thanks is a really good one. Let's see. I like it because it's straight. It's going to fit in here. But if you have another one, and I'm not going to look for one now, but it would be a great masculine birthday card. So we're just going to use this one. So Much Thanks. You always need a thank you card, and this is a good masculine thank you card. So let's do that. I like to tap my ink pad kind of all over just because some spots are more inky than others. Now my head's probably in the way. So I'm just going to go down right here. I like to hold it just a little bit, just so it gives the ink enough time to absorb into the paper. All right, so there's that. We'll set that aside. Now it's time to stamp our background images, okay? So the first thing, I gave you 2 pieces of paper. One is larger than the other. You're going to take the larger one first. And what I like to do is I like to take, for a background stamp, I like to take my Stamparatus plate. That's one good thing about, or one of the good things about our Stamparatus is there's so many different ways you can use it. And this is what I like to do when I have a large stamp. So we're just going to pull this off, and I'm going to put it right on here. And you can try and get it straight and all that. I'm not that concerned about it because it's background number 1. We're going to take the daffodil, and I am going to take, normally I use a little more than this, so we're just going to take this one, because my other one's wet, from the trash. So we'll just use a scrap piece of paper if you have it. And then I'm going to take the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to ink this up really good. I don't like to stamp down with the larger ones. Now, if you're using your Stamparatus, then of course you're going to do it that way. But I'm going to show you a different way. If I'm doing one card, I'll do it this way. If I'm doing a bunch, I'm definitely going to pull out my Stamparatus and do it with that. So I want to make sure it's really nice and inky because I want it to be nice and juicy. So now you're going to take your paper. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but I'm going to do it the best I can. I'm looking just at the bottom mainly because if it's straight across on the bottom, it's going to be pretty straight on the sides. Take your scrap piece of paper and put it on there. You want to hold down part of your project and rub with the other hand so your paper's not moving, okay? So rub that really good, get a good image, and now hold this one and finish it. Make sure it's really nice and inked up and you're getting a good image. All right, now pull that off, take a pokey tool or something and lift it up. Okay, so there is our image, and it really doesn't matter which way it's going because it's going to be in the background. You just want to make sure you have all your edges covered up. Okay. Hi Samantha, how are you? So there is your background image. Okay. So I'm just trying to clean up as I go a little bit so I'm not tossing stuff on top of stuff that's got ink all over. All right. All right, we'll set that aside. Okay, now we're going to do our background for our image here for our background that we're going to stamp on. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to pull this back in. I'm going to go ahead and turn that over so it looks nice. Okay, so we're going to take this and we are going to take our blue sky, which is Balmy Blue, and I used it way over here on the other project. All right, let's just lay that up there. And now we're going to take, oh, this isn't Balmy Blue, this is wrong one. Full Party. All right, Balmy Blue is going on another project here. Let's see. Here we go. Balmy Blue. All right, now we're going to take this large image in the lighthouse, which is going to be this one right here. Hi, Sherry, I got your message. Thank you. Okay, and then what we're going to do is ink this up like this. And let's see, did I stamp off? I did not. So you can or you don't have to. And I think it's fine not stamping off. So it's just totally up to you. So I wanted one behind the lighthouse, and then I wanted one over here. Okay, so it's whatever you want, and this will lighten up, and maybe I did stamp it off, but not as much as that, but it's okay. We're gonna leave it like that. Now, we want our water and our rocks. And so the water you want pretty much to come all the way to the bottom, but you want just the tip of this image right here. Yeah, Sherry had hail in Texas and it was a baseball size. Can you even imagine? All right, so here we go. Here's our water. We're going full strength, and see this point right here? Just kind of in the middle of the card. And I just want to kind of go down right about there. Okay, so we're just creating our scene. We're going to go back to those rocks we used for the inside. And so we're going to use soft suede. And so let's do our rocks. And we're just going to put those kind of in the background, but we want them to kind of peek out from behind our lighthouse. Okay, so they're just kind of back over there behind the lighthouse in the background. Now, I have an image, they're kind of floating a little bit. They are touching, but they're also up a little, and I want them to touch a little bit more kind of in the water. So I'm going to open up my ink a little bit, and I'm just going to grab a little, and I want to really make sure it's light. See how it got lighter? And I'm just going to fill it in a little bit, just a little. And then I'm going to just kind of come up on the rocks a little bit, just to kind of, so it will blend in a little bit. And you're going to put the lighthouse on top of that, so you don't really have to worry. It just now looks like it's not floating all over the place. Okay, you don't want to use markers because those are way too dark. So now the crumb cake, what I did is I'm going to take the water. Okay, so wipe it off really good, and then take your crumb cake. And if you guys don't have this set, you could use stuff from like the ocean front, and on the horizon, anything like that. Okay, so now I'm turning this upside down, and see how you can see like it looks like sand. It's just the bottom of this, and so what I want to do is kind of just anchor this water down a little bit. And so you're just going to kind of anchor it like that. And I'm just going to turn this a little just to kind of go up to the water. Not a whole lot, but just so it kind of looks like it's, you know, it's not floating around. All right. So there is your background. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to look at this so I can tell you that each part right here is a ½ inch. Okay, at the top it's going to be slightly smaller, or you can change it around and do it on the bottom. So what you want to do is bring your trimmer in, or your scoreboard if you want to. Let me move this stuff out of my way here. And now you're going to make sure your blade is out of the way. Take this and go a ½ inch and score. Okay, oops, I better turn it because I've got to go this way. So now I know it's a ½ inch. Okay, and then score. And then go a ½ inch and score. So now you're creating your slat wall. I said slat wall. What is it called at the beginning? I said it. Your, I don't think my husband got my text, or he's not home. Shiplap. That's what I'm thinking of. Shiplap. All right. So now, okay. So now I did the smaller one at the bottom, and you really can't tell that much. It's slightly smaller. It's not a big deal. Okay. So now we're going to bring our card in and put it together. So we're going to start with this on here. Look how cute that is. It just looks like shiplap. Just kind of gives it that beachy ocean kind of feel, you know. All right. We are going to adhere this to our sun rays here, which is called Rays of Light. I think it's a great background, especially for this set. All right. And now just put that on there. Okay, and now we're going to add dimensions on the back of this. And I have a stack of them right here. It's a full panel here, so I like to just add a little bit more. And we're building up on top of it, so let's have enough. All right, again, make sure your guys' chat's on live chat for our next portion here. Oh, Linda, you're so welcome. Thank you. All right, so let's put this down. This is just so bright and nice, but yet still a nice masculine card. We're going to add our dimensionals on the back of our lighthouse. And I don't feel that you need like side to side, you know, you don't need a lot of them. And then on the top, I just angle to where the top of the dimensional kind of goes with that. So let's put that on. And so we're going to have that just kind of sitting on the dirt. And so you can have it over as much as you want. You can move your rocks over more if you wanted. I just wanted something a little on the background that just kind of, you know, breaks up and kind of gives you that space between the water. And again, like last time, we're going to add a dimensional on here. I'm going to actually add 2 of them, but I'm going to put them all the way to the left. So we're going to do this one right here, this one right here, and then I'm going to add some glue or a glue dot or whatever you want. I'm going to add glue. Just need a little bit. I'm going to put that back here. I took the tops off, and I'm just going to go like right there. And the lines in your shiplap will kind of give you a little bit of an idea of your, you know, your sentiment being straight. So there you go. So here's the background. Obviously, I probably did stamp off on that one, but this one I think is fine with the darker sky. So you can, you know, change it up, do what you want. You could do, you know, the lighter for the sky, the darker for the water. I mean, you can do whatever you want to change it up. And so that's a really quick, simple card. I didn't feel the need to add embellishments on it because I could have added the little black matte dots on it. But because it was a scene, I just kind of decided I didn't want to. But what you could definitely do, and this set does not have it, but you could add birds in the sky. I think would look really good. And I just thought about that right now. So add birds in the sky before you do your shiplap scoring. And obviously you don't have to do that. It's just kind of a fun option to just, you know, do something a little bit different. So I hope you guys enjoyed this card. Number 3, project number 3, done. All right. Are you ready for your next bingo? Let me move these out of the way. Again, everything that we've used is going to be in the, listed below. As I'm looking around for my dimensionals. I mean my, woohoo. Oh good, you guys, thank you. All right, again, make sure you're on live chat. Make sure you are current. Pull your video all the way over. Make sure it's all the way to the right side and you're not behind. And let's get busy for bingo number 3. Good luck, everybody. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you liked the card. All right, here we go. Number 13. Whoops, there we go. Oh, thanks, Terry. Number 13. The next one, 24. Oh, good, Patricia. So like I was saying, because I showed my sneak peek, a lot of people have already been posting. Well, not a lot. I've only seen one person post it. But what I want to do is I'll probably go back to the old way and just give a little snippet of an image. But you guys know my work, so hopefully that speaks for itself and you guys don't need a sneak peek. But sometimes I like to give you guys a sneak peek. Number 19. But I'd rather you guys be making the cards and not seeing other people make them before you get to, so. Ooh, okay, we're gonna take that one next. 25. And I think this was the other one I had in my hand. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that very much. All right, now the bees are starting. Number 12. Number 12. Okay, my husband did not read my message for our next project, so I think he's in there listening to his podcast, so he's not even seeing my text. Okay, the next one is 10. All right, lots of B's. Perry has B-I. Perry and Terry have a B-I. Maybe he went to Costco. We need to go to Costco. We're going camping this weekend. Cabin camping. And we need to go, but I didn't think he was going to go tonight. 23. I don't have to have the item. You guys will just have to use your imagination. All right. Seal and Terry and uh-oh. Perry has a B-I-N, 27. Oh, fun. Crystal, you know what? We've been trying to go over to Pismo. There's a beautiful place that we like to go over there, but it's been full. I mean, we've been sending request after request, and silly us, we should have done it way ahead of time, but we didn't. And we wanted to go there when my daughter came, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Number 5. Number 5. All right, Angela and Eileen, Mary, Terry, and Seal have B-I. Ooh, Perry has a B-I-N-G. Number 6. Number 6. Seal and Eileen have a BIN. All right, I'm going to keep going. I know it's like a number behind, but I want to not keep you guys here all night. Number 1. I can't believe it's only 7 o'clock, you guys, and I have one more project left. All right, B-I-B-I-N for Terry. Mary has a B. All right. Next number, 21. Nancy Lee and Mary are on the board. Crystal. All right. Uh-oh, Diane has a B-I-N-G. B-I-M-G, I'm going with that's a B-I-N-G. Number 18. Oh, color. Okay, so we have Bing for Diane. Angela has a B-I-N. Terry has a B-I-N. SD Sunny Girl. I saw your email and I cannot remember whose email that is. Terry now has B-I-N-G. Joel, B-I-N. All right, here we go. 8. Number 8, Linda, B-I-N. Okay, number 8. Number 28. This one has glitter attached to it. Did you notice? It has pink glitter paper. All right. Pamela has a B-I-N-G. All right, so Terry has bingo. Terry. Let's take a look. Let me flip my pages here. Terry has 12. Right here, 21, 28, 19, and 6. Congratulations, Terry. Yay! Anybody else? Okay, Terry, number 3. Anybody else? Congratulations, Terry. Yay! All right, you guys, another project and one more bingo. Let's go. I'm going to mix these all up again. Oh, he's golfing. He just messaged me. That's okay. You guys will get it. All right, so I'm working on the PDF. It's almost done also, so I will be sending out your kits probably Thursday, and I will email your PDF by Friday. So you'll have it in time for your project, so don't you worry. I changed a couple little numbers. So where is my project? Oh, I knocked it over, so let me fix it. My little 3D project here for you. All right, so the things on the inside are just kind of some examples for you. Uh-oh, I lost another one here. Where did it go? And I thought about sending one to you. Okay, hold on, I just dropped it. When everything rolled out of off my desk, and now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. God, I gotta give you the whole look, but one of the projects we're just not gonna have in here. So I made this cute little bag. It's like a little box here, and you can store them. You're supposed to have a little tea bag in here, a little tea, but I didn't have the tea. That's what I asked my husband to go get, but he's golfing. So this is what I have for you. It's going to be a cute little, now ignore those because you're not going to have those on yours. And so what I had in here was a tea bag. I had a little mint, I had a sugar, I had a little stick of honey, and I had a cute little teaspoon. These are from Amazon, and so you can get these. And so you can put all of this in this cute little box and give it as a cute little gift. And I put little Velcro. This one's been opened and closed so much, but there's little Velcro on there to hold them. And I thought this was just a really cute idea if you have like a little tea party or whatever. Now, you can always change the front. Now, again, I did give you the tag and the cup, all the paper. I did not die cut out this for you because if you don't have the tea set, you can still create this, but you can add some different flowers in here. Some little daisies or a bunch of flowers or whatever you've got, you can add in there. So again, like I mentioned at the beginning, it would be silly to cut out this piece of paper and give it to you and then you have nothing to stamp on it. So I gave you the bow and everything else. So I'm going to show you, and this is what your PDF will be. And you can make these and then they store flat. So you can make a bunch of them. Now, originally I decided I was going to put the bow through here and then tie it, but that was just kind of a real pain to open it up and get your goodies out of there. But you definitely can do that and put, you know, other little items in here. You can not do tea theme. You could do something else. If you're having a little, you know, gathering or whatever, you could put little treats in there, you know, whatever for birthday parties or whatever. But these are really cool because you can just store them flat, do different colors, decorate them as you will. So you will get this as your project and as your PDF. So you'll be getting this on how to make it. Super simple. All right, so let's set that aside. This is what your kit is going to look like. It is already scored for you. So if you want to take a picture of your paper, then you can. And then that way you can kind of see, but your PDF will have a graph and a picture of the actual project and all that good stuff. So you're going to want to score it. I just closed it enough to make it to get it in your bag for you. So score it like all of the scoring except your diagonal ones, and I'll show you how to do that. So you're going to take your paper and score everything. Okay, you don't really have to score the top. That's what this is right here. I don't score it, but I do take your pen, I just kind of fold it. So it's not scored, but it's just folded slightly, just so when you put it together, it'll go together. I don't know if I mentioned this. You can get these on Amazon. They're honey sticks. And I think I got like 50 or 100 in a pack because I'm doing a baby shower and it's honey themed. And so I got these to go in their little packs too. So it's just a cute little idea to add to your tea. Okay, so once you have everything scored, you're going to get a picture on your image and it's going to tell you exactly what to glue. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to glue, but you want to score your images. So if you look at this, let's take this apart so you can kind of get a better idea when you're looking at it. All right, so you're gonna glue everything up to that triangle area. So the diagonal parts you're not going to glue. Okay, so these are going to go, you're going to go like this, and this is going to go inward. Okay, so you can do it like this, pull it up, and then this one is going to go inward. So you can pull this up again. Okay, turn it, this one inward, so pull that up. Okay, so this part right here, this slant, this goes inward, and then you're going to pull that little center section up. The spoon was also off of Amazon, and I want to say it was a 10 or 12 pack. I will link both of those items in this video when it's over. So I'll go find them. But the spoons were, they came like this, and then they had different images. I think there was like a sunflower, and I don't know, there was like 6 different kind. And there's different colors too. This one was just kind of different colors, so I thought this was cute. But they have different color spoons too. Okay, so now if you look, there's your image just like that. Okay, so now what you want to do, and your picture looks just like this, and it tells you to glue everything up to this part right here. Okay, so we're going to take this glue and we're going to go right up here. You don't have to get too close. And I like to use glue on 3D items because I like to make sure that they are going to stay. All right, so just kind of fill this in. All right, so there's that one. Okay, so you want it all the way glued. Thanks, Yvette. Yeah, I thought they were really cute. I did this in a class locally just recently, and I was like, you know what? This is such a cute set. And I was kind of trying not to use stuff that was on pre-order because I know you guys have seen a lot, but I just thought that was so cute. You could do it all different things with this. And I did this a long time ago, and I remember I did a bunch of them. And then I just had them folded and stacked like this. You can just put them in a bag and just have them. So when you need them for an event or whatever, you can just pull them out and have them. So there we go. And now this should come up to the other one, not overlap. All right, so there we go. And there is your bag. Oh, you know what? I don't know if in my, you guys, I put your, oh yeah, I do. I have my Velcro dots. Okay. So now that's the box, and so you'll have the PDF to recreate it, but yours will be scored already just like this, okay? So there we go. So there's our bag. Now let's take this out. All right, there's a lot of little pieces in here. Now, again, I did do some switching up on paper because what happened was I made more kits than what was sold, and then those ended up selling, and I ran out of paper. So what I decided, and obviously it's always been said that things may change a little bit, is I decided to go with some plaid paper, same colors, because I ran out of the stripes from the tea set. So this again is the in color. Again, items you can get if you decide to join, you get for free, but only till the end of the month. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Your teacups are just kind of randomly cut, so you're going to put those on there. You're going to put this on here. You want to bring this down a little bit, and then you're just going to put your pretty paper right there. So let's do your top first. And I don't think I need the liquid. Oh, you could use polka dots or the plaid. What do you guys think? Polka dots or plaid? You can choose whichever one you want. I'm going to wait till you tell me. First person that says is what we'll do, because I know we're a little lapsed behind, so I want to make sure. Polka dots or the plaid? Polka dots, plaid, polka dots, plaid. Plaid it is. Okay, we're going with the first one because of our little time lapse, and I know that people on the East Coast want to go to sleep at some point. And thank you to those on the East Coast. I appreciate it very much. I try to go fast without being too fast so that you can sleep tonight and not have to be up all night. But starting at 4, then people are still at work, so it's really hard. Okay, so there we go. We're going to do that. Just kind of, what you might want to do is take your papers and just kind of put them together and make sure, that they line up, because once you put them on here, you want to make sure they line up. And, I could have possibly cut them wrong or a little off. Just make sure. All right, so we're going to put this at the bottom. You don't have to go all the way to the bottom, just kind of right about there. And then when you do this, if you're doing it on your own, make sure you make them a little longer and this a little wider, so that if you are off a tad going this way, this will make up the difference, okay? I'm going to put this on with liquid because we're layering it over paper, and then the card base is behind it, so it's got a little bit of an air gap right there. So I'm just going to do liquid so that it does not go anywhere. So we're just going to put it right up to the edge. It is liquid, so we can kind of move it just a little bit. Okay, we're going to line that up. Line this up. There we go. All right, so there's that. Now, let's take our bow. Again, the ribbons are on the back side, the smooth sides there. And we're going to put that right here. Like I said, I like to do ribbons. I usually do 2 glue dots, but this is such thin ribbon. I love that ribbon. All right, so now I'm gonna give you your little tag like this. So if you have this set, you can still use your inked images. I gotta see what colors I have here. I'm using Garden Green for the flowers, and then I'm using Sweet Sorbet for the flowers. I'm using this for the sentiment. I'm pulling out from old colors that I use, so let me find it. Where, oh where? Oh, it's right here, my crumb cake. Okay, so we're going to use crumb cake. I didn't want, I mean, it doesn't match anything, but I thought with a tag, I just kind of wanted it subtle. And I thought like Balmy Blue and Pool Party, those were just too bright. I could have done the pale pink, but I kind of wanted to make sure I see it. So I decided to do crumb cake. So let's do our crumb cake on our image here. Now that my head probably will get in the way here. All right, so my head, hopefully. This is, again, why it's nice to have the stamp set and the dies in case you can't get it to go quite evenly, but that's not bad. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. All right. So there we go. Now, for those that don't know, that have not done my bingo, so I will send out the kits, everything I've made, everything that I've done, you will get. And you can recreate these. I will put a timestamp on this video. You know what? I gotta write down my spoon and my honey sticks. Spoon and honey link. And this is Whisper white paper that I think you need a little bit more on that one. Okay, so I'm going to do the sentiment in the starry sky. Yes, starry sky. All right, so here we go. Hopefully my head's not in the way again. And it's time for tea, it says. There we go. It's time for tea. Again, polymer makes it so nice and easy. So we did that. All right, so now you're going to have a piece of paper right here. Let's move that over. I did not take the time to take out all of the insides of your cups, so you'll have to, I guess I could have done mine ahead of the video, duh. All right. Guess we're going to Costco tomorrow since he didn't go tonight. All right, so the other easy way is to just, now that my nails are shorter from today's appointment, I can't pull them out just as much as I used to. They're cut, they just need to, so I just put my pokey tool on them and lift. As long as you know it's cut really well, it's not going to rip your piece, but if it's not, then be careful. Okay, now we're going to glue that on here. And I took the glimmer paper and I just cut a bunch of cups. So whatever color you end up with, it's going to be, you know, the shades of the starry sky, but just in case you get a light shade, dark shade, whatever part of the glimmer paper, you could always change the bottom cup color if you want, if you have the stamp set. All right, so we're just going to go, doesn't have to be over everything, but I kind of don't want it to come up. So I try to get it on a lot of it. Right. Because you don't want these little, you know, leaf pieces kind of pulling up. So if they're individual like these are, just kind of add a little more glue. And then I'm going to move up here. There we go. And now just get that cup on there. There we go. Again, liquid glue, you can move it just a little bit, get it on there. I'm going to take off my extra that I got on. There. All right, so that is done. So we can set that aside. And now here what you want to do is I did garden green. Where is my ink? Oh. Okay, it's probably, oh, right here, right in front of me. Garden green. Oh, good, Gloria, how are you? We're almost done. This is our last project, and then we have one more bingo. We're just about done. All right, we're going to do garden green is what I did here. And I know you don't have, if you don't have this set, and you're not going to have this in your kit because I can't stamp, but this is a great way to, you know, use something else that you have. You're going to have the teacup, you're going to have the whole part, you're just not going to have the stamped images. Use some other flowers that you have. Any of the plant sets, anything like that. Okay, there we go. A secret to putting these on, and most of you should know this already, but take your stamp and lay it down, okay, image down, lay it like that, flat, and then take your block and put it on because you want it to align with your dies. And so with your dies, you're going to take, oops, these are all my extras. You're going to take these flowers and you want them to align, right? When you die cut them. So you're just going to kind of get them on there like that. And if you don't do that, then your flowers might be off. If I took it like this and just kind of laid it on there, it could be completely different. I mean, you could lightly lay them on and, you know, chances are they're going to be okay. But doing it the other way, it's really helpful to die cut out your images correctly. And then you can always take your die and turn it over and lay it up right on top of the flowers. Now see, I keep my extra images in here. Okay, so then you're going to die cut those out. And then you will end up with those. Okay, so now we have these. So you're going to take your cup. And what I did is I glued right on the top. So I'm going to glue right here. And then I'm going to put this right here. And you can put them as far down or up that you want. Okay, and put your cup up here. So we're going to let that dry for a second. And then let's take our flowers and just kind of put them however you want to on here. I put the big one here because I wanted to make sure I saw that one, because when your ribbon hangs down, it's going to kind of, you know, hang over a little bit. All right, and then this one, I just like the big leaves up. So I think I did that one right here. And then you've got these little teeny tiny ones. All right, that one. And it really doesn't matter. You can mix and match them, put them however you want. I wanted them a little bit down so I can see them. And then this little one we're going to put, oops, I'm going to put this one up higher, up here. Okay, so there we go. All right, so there is our T. So we're going to put our dimensionals on there. So these are really great. Now, because I glued those on, I'm going to make sure that I just add those right there just for extra. We don't really need a lot on there. I'm going to put one on the bottom. And then I'm going to put these on the top. Well, I think I just need one. I think I'll cut this one. And I'm going to put this one right there. And I think I'm going to take this one and cut it thin again. And just put one on the handle. Okay, then this piece I will stick back on here so I have another little piece if I need it. All right, so let's take these off. And we're going to add our little cup right here. I want to up a ways. Remember that when this goes up, this kind of curves a little bit. So you want to make sure it's kind of up so you can definitely see it. Right about there. Okay. And now we're going to put a dimensional on this. This poor guy has been open and closed so much. It's not. And I gave you guys better Velcro dots. I hope they work better. Okay, so remember right here, this is going to lay up like this. So I want my dimensional down here on the bottom. And then I'm going to add a glue dot right in front of me. I'm going to add a glue dot right on the top right corner so that when you just lean it up. Now you could add a little string to go up into your cup or whatever. I just decided to just kind of, you know, lay it down next to it. I'm going to cut this just a little. All right, now we need our cute little dimensionals. I did one large one over here. And do another one right there. And then I did the two large flowers. That one and this one. Okay. And now your Velcro, you want to make sure that they're aligned. So what I do is I align them. And if you have to do one at a time, you can, but they came right off the package, so the spacing should be okay. So just align them so that they're aligned straight. I'm going to take one side off. Okay. And I'm going to, they're very sticky. I'm going to put this one right here and pull them both off. You want them both off, meaning the positive and negative side. One's fuzzy and one's pokey. And and put the other one there. Okay. And now you're going to hold it up. Make sure your inside pops up. And then you're going to hold them. Now what you could do is if you have some little clips, you could definitely clip them, and then you could hold it there, and then you can, they'll just adhere. Will I be able to get instructions or not because I didn't play bingo? I am, that's a good question, Gloria. It is in part of my bingo cost, but I may do this on a video sometime soon. Let me think of how I could do that, because, yeah, I'll get back with you. All right, so there we go. So there's your little box. You can add your little things in it, like I said. And this is what I did. Sugar. I did a little mint. I did a honey stick, and I did a tea bag, but that's what was in the kitchen that my husband didn't get the message to get. So that's what I put inside. So I just opened it up. And be careful when you do it the first time. You just want to make sure that they're both stuck on the opposite sides. And then I put my little things in there. And put your bag. And then there you go. So there it is. And I think it's just really cute. You could put all kinds of little things in there, different favors and that kind of thing. So I hope you guys liked project number 4. So there you go. And your paper, like I said, both, you reverse it if you want. Add whatever kind of flowers or, items you want inside your cup. You could even put chocolates or whatever you want. Okay, so that is project number 4. So let's play our last bingo. Are we feeling lucky? Who's going to win this one? Who is going to win this bingo? All right, where's my bingo? Here we go. All right, first one is, 27. That one's come up a lot. I may just go ahead and put that PDF up for sale on my blog or some. I have to think about that. I want it to be fair to the bingo people too. So let me think of how I want to do that. Oh, good, Gloria. I'm doing a baby shower too. Number 21. I'll grab my favors that I'm doing. And they're not done yet, but it'll give you an idea. All right, the next number is 3. $24. Number 5. So this is the favor that I did. It's got little honey candies in it. It's a honey bear theme shower. And it's got the honey stick. It's got the little spoon, honey spoon. And I made little stickers that says thank you for being here. Has a little bee on it and little honey candies. So, and I'm going to put a little tag on it. I haven't done my tags yet, but that's what I'm doing. Number 7. Lots of bees. Make sure you grab the bar below, Debbie, and just pull it to the right. Make sure it's all the way to the right, and make sure you're on live chat. Thanks, Gloria. He is a beekeeper, so number 11. So we thought that would be fun. Okay, next, 25. Got some BIN from Angela, lots of B's, some BI's. Yeah, hopefully that helped Debbie. BIN from Yvette. All right, Lisa's got a B, Debbie's got a B. Next number, 19. I would love a thumbs up, you guys, if you don't mind. I'd appreciate it very much. It helps my YouTube channel. Linda's behind. Linda, if you're behind on bingo, you can pull it forward and then look at the numbers really quickly. And then that way you're caught up. So if anybody's behind, just pull it forward and look at the numbers, and then just type in wherever you're at. Number 28. Boy, that lady just nicked the heck out of my cuticles. BIN for Olivia, that does not matter. Yvette has a BIN. 15. Debbie has a BIN. Oh, Olivia, I can't even believe you. Number 8. Number 8. Remember, Olivia's playing for fun. Miss Bing over there. I think one time we had a lady that she won like 2 or almost 3 times. Of course, she only won twice. I mean, once for real, but number 14. $16. Pamela has a BIN. Carol, for fun, has a BIN. Yeah, you remember that? I've had that happen a couple times. Oh, you're all caught up, Linda. Perfect. Ooh, Debbie has a BING, and 13 is the next number. Kathy and Kathy. Yeah, maybe it was Crystal. I think Diana did too. I think both of you did at one time. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, Olivia. Pamela, BING. Debbie has a BING. Yvette has a BING. All right. Getting ready to call the next number. 29. You know, I used to say that was my age, but I don't think I would go back to 29. Maybe 39. Probably not. Debbie. Debbie has a bingo. Let's take a look. Right, Olivia? All right, Debbie. 29. 16. I think you've recovered from your surgery, Debbie. 11. 3, and 19. Congratulations, Debbie. Yay. Congratulations. Let me write that down. Debbie, Debbie, Debbie. Congratulations to everybody. Is there anybody else on the last one? Me neither, Sherry. Oof. I don't even think I'll go to my 30s. 40s maybe. Oh, who am I kidding? I am 40, so I could stay at 40. Har, har. No numbers again, Mary. You know what? That happens because I know for a fact that Debbie has played multiple times and never had a number. So, and you've won before, so that's good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. You know what's funny is how dark the video looks. It looks a little dark, and I think it's because normally I have a bright light shining through here, but it's getting kind of dark, and so it kind of looks a little dark. But oh yay, we have a spammer. Lucky us. If somebody can report them, that would be amazing. Thank you very, very much. Yay for bingo. So let's look at our projects really quickly. So those of you that might have missed it at the beginning, so this was project number 1. Cute, fun card. So like I said, if you don't have those flowers, if you can, yeah, somebody can report them and delete it for me, and I'll go back and delete it. I don't know if I could do it live. Oh, maybe I can. Remove. All right, and I also reported them, so that should be good. All right. They are reported and hopefully are removed. Thank you, you guys. Okay, so that was card number 1. Lots of fun. I love the paper. It's from the Design a Daydream. So if you put in a host order, I mean, like, so for example, if you put in with your winnings, the ones that won, or anybody put in your 150 or more, this is host paper, and you can purchase that with your rewards. Card number 2 is the one that seems to be very popular online. I only say that because one person's made it so far that I'm aware of. But our cute little bird card. So cute, cute. Oh, thanks, Katie. So super fun card. I loved it. Lots of fun. A nice masculine card that you could create. A nice, great card for Father's Day or a birthday or anything like that would be great. Thanks, Crystal. Thanks, Mary. And then we have our last product here is our little 3D bag box kind of thing. And I think it's really cute to do and put little treats inside. You could put little chocolates. You could put all kinds of little things in there. So for those of you that I know are wondering about how bingo works, it's exactly what we did tonight. We play our games, we do our projects, we have a good time, and then you will receive your PDF and your kits in the mail. They should be going out Thursday or Friday, probably Thursday. You'll get them and come back. I will timestamp each project, and you can just come back and create at your own leisure, your own time, and change them up, do what you want with them. If you don't have the stamp set, easily grab another flower set or another, you know, some butterflies instead of the bird. There's lots of things you can change up, but you'll have a good base of an idea and kind of go from there. So there's our cute little bird with all of our little flowers and our rhinestones on it. So cute. Oh, good, Lisa. I'm glad you joined. Thank you, Diana. I love seeing my team members on here. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Thank you, Kathy. All right, everybody. So again, don't miss out on June. June bingo is already up. You can sign up on my blog. And my blog right there is at the bottom, marciebeseckerdesigns.com. Go to shop and you can see the classes that are on there. Don't forget, some of them, they may say in person. I will be doing a Christmas in July Christmas in July, and for online also. I just need to get that up and going, so be looking for that. Here is my current host code for May, and the June one will be up shortly, probably before Friday. My Hues of Happiness class, those are up and ready for sign up. Those are in person and also online if you're interested. And I would love to have you guys as a part of my team. You only have less than a week left, or yeah, just less than a week, or right at a week left. You can get the $66.50 in color products for free. That's all of the in color paper for the new in colors, the new ink pads. You can get the DSP, which we used a bit of it tonight. And then we are going to you can also get the grid paper, the in color grid paper. All of that for free. And so just somebody did ask me today, so let me explain really quickly, is if you sign up now, you are signing up in the middle of a quarter. So you have the rest of this quarter, which is the end of June. And then by then you'll already see the new catalog, the holiday catalog and celebration, which is spend $50 and get something for free. And then also you will get the catalog and celebration. So you'll be, during that time, you'll get to not only see them, which we get to see them tomorrow, by the way. I've already seen them, so I'm super excited about it. The incentive trip winners were able to see them ahead of time. So I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to be a part of this catalog. But you will get to be a part of it, and then by the end of September is when you need to have your first $300 quota. So fingers crossed you make it and you stay a demonstrator. For some reason, if it doesn't work out and it's just not for you, then you remain a customer. So there is really no downside to it. There's a lot of upside. So, and of course you get a discount. So that's most important. Oh, you guys are so welcome. Your grandbaby will be born where in Montana? Savage. They just moved and bought some property in Savage. They were in Crane, and now they're in Savage. Yes, Kathy, I got your registration. Thank you very much. When you do sign up, please make sure that you fill out the registration form. Now, I do have for the Hues of Happiness, if you purchase the suite from me, then you will have the class for free. However, you still have to fill out the registration form, please. That gives me your address. That's how I get my list of who's registered. It's a whole CSV Excel thing, and it just helps me because I can't go look at everybody's orders to see if they ordered it, and I don't want to forget to not write your name down and all that good stuff. So, oh, Patricia, I do too. It's one of my favorites for sure. So yeah, we will be traveling to Montana in August, the end of August. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad we had a wonderful night. It is still daylight outside for me, not much, but it still is. And so that was a really great bingo, nice and quick. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys. I will not be live tomorrow, and I will not be live on Sunday because we will be out of town. My dog just let himself in. Hi, baby. And so I will see you next Wednesday. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.